So Pamela Anderson is a straight up badass, right? She was recently on the Megyn Kelly show and she was talking about the whole Harvey Weinstein thing. And she made the argument that a lot of these girls knew exactly what they were getting themselves into. They knew that Harvey Weinstein, that certain producers, if you go into rooms with them alone, that you're most likely going to be sexually assaulted, right? And a lot of these girls know this, right? And they want to be assaulted, a lot of them, because then they could later use this to further their career. They're like, I'll give this guy a blowjob. I'll let him do this, do that to me, jerk off in front of me, because later it's going to further my career, right? And this is what I said from the beginning too. It's like a lot of these girls didn't say anything for years, work with the guy many times afterwards, and then 10, 15 years later come out and say how affected they were, whatnot, which is complete bullshit. They kept their mouth shut and let other girls get abused, etc., for their own benefit. So it's like, go to fucking hell. And she also talked about she's not blaming the victim. She still thinks Harvey Weinstein is a piece of shit that deserves to be prosecuted and shamed and whatnot. But, women need, she makes the example that, women need to have some self-protection. They need to, also take that into their own hands. Right? They can't, when you have a car, when you have a home, you don't just leave and not lock the door, right? Even though it's a crime to steal, even though it's a crime to rape and all this stuff, people will still do it, right? You take precautions with your car. You lock your door when you leave. You lock your house when you leave your house because you understand people don't follow the rules, right? So the same should be taken when it comes to your own fucking safety. And you can't just teach all men not to do certain things because, first of all, 95% of us do not do all these things. We are often talking about minorities of men. It's a minority of men that are violent. It's a minority of men that are raping people. So it's not necessarily a problem to do with all men. It's all up to us. Everybody has to take precautions against fucking their own life and being assaulted, etc. If men have to do it, then so do women. And Pamela Anderson, she is the real brave one here because she is going to get a lot of hate from leftists, from the media, and all this shit. But she is the most, for lack of a better term, woke, right? She's been the one supporting Julian Assange, one of the only celebrities supporting him, and for for more than a couple years now, whereas everybody else, they're not going to support him because the media has already tied him with Russia, blah, 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 and they don't want to be smeared. But she doesn't give a shit. She deserves respect. She deserves respect, and it always seems to be this case with women like her, even Jenna Jameson, etc. They're all they understand a lot of this stuff, maybe because they worked in that type of industry, right? But she's gonna get a lot of hate for this, but really she shouldn't because she's just telling the truth. We need to take responsibility for our own safety, and we can't depend on the government, this and that to always protect us. This is why guns and having the right to carry and all this stuff is important, because a lot of women are too fucking weak to physically defend themselves, even if they take all of the precautions to stop themselves from getting hurt. So this is why women, and this is why guns are definitely a good thing, because they're a good equalizer, right? An old woman is not going to be able to defend herself. A young girl is not going to be able to defend herself. Even a lot of dudes too, right, are not going to be able to defend themselves. So, guns and protection are all important. We all got to take that into our own hands. And, we can make as much legislation, as many rules as we want, but criminals, as we know, do not follow the law. But that's all I pretty much had to say. If you like my content, subscribe and have a good day. See ya.